drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools, all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. And because if I didn't do this, not sure how I would really get into this field. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
Going the extra mile like he does, I mean, sometimes, I think that's important to do, going the extra mile with stuff, and try, even though this is, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, there's obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, just the importance of, doing your best work, and that, you could always be better.
We started with, here in Arizona at least, we started with probably testing out a live stream with 5 football games in 2019. 2020, which was ultimately the start of the pandemic, we grew and we added
testing
probably close to 30 games that year. 2021, we doubled to 60. 2022, we did 100. This year, we're on track to do 130. It means everything to me. It's not just about me. It's about the students that we showcase, both in front of and behind the microphone. It's not about just broadcasting games, but it's about providing a platform to our student interns to give them an opportunity to grow, to practice their trade, to move on once they've mastered these skills here in broadcast journalism as well as production. Our job placement rate, no kidding, is 100%. Everybody that works for us, if they graduate from college, they get a job in media, and we help them get there.
Good evening and welcome to Varsity Sports Show. Thanks for tuning in. We are live at Mountain View versus Dobson, the Toros versus the Mustangs. My name is Olivia Prickett. I'm joined with Mason Byers. And tonight we got an exciting matchup. So, Mason, what did you talk about in the pregame interviews with the coaches?
Yeah, I mean, if we want to go to the, I kind of like to start off with the visiting team. We talked to Coach Kaylin Johnson, the coach of the Dobson Mustangs. She kind of talked to me about they need to be aggressive tonight. She knows that they played this team before, and she knows that they also are coming off a fall break, so they need to kind of bring that energy. And she also talked about loving the game. She said sometimes we lose sight, we make it a little too competitive. We need to love the game. So yeah. I think that's something that they're going to be looking for tonight. And I think we have that interview loaded up. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, we got the interviews coming up.
The Dobson interview.
So let's hear from Dobson head coach Caitlin Johnson.
Mason Byers reporting for the Varsity Sports Show out here at Mountain View High School. Coach, I have to ask you, you guys have played Mountain View early in their season. What's something you guys have learned from that last game in order to bring it over to this game?
We learned a lot about our offense and that we have a smaller team, so our offense is much shorter. So we have to play to our strengths a little more, which is serving and passing. So we try to serve tough to keep them out of system so that we can try to make more attacking opportunities for ourselves.
Awesome. And then you guys are kind of coming off a fall break. What's the energy you're looking for in your team tonight?
I want them to come in rejuvenated. We had a lot of hard practices over fall break, and then we had some fun mixed in with that, so I'm hoping that they just love the game. We struggle sometimes with keeping that energy throughout the entire 5 sets, so we're hoping to just love the game a little bit more, love each other a little more. So.
Awesome. And then the last question I have for you is, what's kind of that just main mindset you guys having coming in to face a tough Mountain View team?
Aggressive. We just have to be aggressive. We say a lot in our program, love what you do and love who you do it with, and we want to play tough. That's it.
So thank you so much, Coach. Good luck. Thank you for your time, by the way. I appreciate it. Mason.
Yeah.
And that was the head coach of the Dobson Mustangs, Caitlin Johnson, and we also got to catch up with Mountain View Mesa's very own Lee Golden, who's completely transformed this program and has done a great job this year. So we're going to go take a look at that pregame interview I had with her just moments ago. Mason Byers reporting for the Varsity Sports Show out here at Mountain View High School, here with Coach Lee Golden. Coach, I have to ask you first. You guys have played Dobson early in the year. What have you learned from them to bring over to this game?
Dobson's going to fight. We're going to have a good time playing this game. But right now our girls want to be consistent in the way we handle the first one.
Awesome. You guys have really picked it up as late in the season. You got a lot of wins you've strung together. What's something that's changed the most since the start of the season?
It's just clicking, get that chemistry going, get the steady lineup, being consistent, and everyone being on at the same time. Sometimes at the beginning of the year, people are just kind of on a different type of wave, but it seemed like everybody was on the same page for the last couple of weeks, so I want to keep it that way. Yeah.
So then the last question I have for you, you guys are coming off like kind of a fall break. What's the energy you guys are going to bring in here tonight?
We need to bring consistent energy. It is always tough to come back after everyone has such a great break. But my goal and our goal is to stay consistently us so that when it's game time, the lights come on, we turn it on at the same time.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your time.
Good to hear from head coach for the Mountain View Toros, Lee Golden. You know, fluidity is all what volleyball is. It's just being able to do as much as you can and just be a good player out on that court. That's really all it takes.
Yeah, I think so too. And especially when both teams are coming off a fall break, I think the biggest thing that both these squads need to look out for is to keep that momentum they've had from practices and bring them onto game day.
Yeah, coming off of a break is always tough. You know, like the team chemistry is always there. But once you have like a little bit of a break, it kind of takes a second to get warmed up and come back. So it'll be interesting to see both of these teams coming off of a fall break, seeing the chemistry. I mean, I'm not going to put it past the Mountain View Toros to come out and just fire on all cylinders and Dobson to really give it their all, considering the fact that they haven't really had a successful season so far.
Yeah, I mean, especially I think the coach of Mountain View, I mean, Lee Golden, I mean, she kind of was telling me pregame too. I mean, I asked her, you guys have been playing really well lately, so how do you keep it up? And she said, just don't get ahead of ourselves, and we got to bring some momentum with them. And to say they've been doing well lately is an understatement. I mean, 7-1, if you include tournament play in their last 8. They went on a 7-game win streak. They lost their last one, obviously, but this team looks like a completely different team than from the start of the season.
Yeah, no, for sure. Although they're coming off of a loss from, I believe it was a tournament play against Desert Hills in Utah, they're still going to use that momentum to come back for the Mountain View Toros.
Yeah.
They've done an amazing job. First place in 6A East Valley.
Yeah, and then two completely different. Oh, here we go. We got some light shows. I got caught off guard.
Blackout out here.
I'm going to be honest, I had never had this in high school.
Yeah. I was never really allowed to have the lights off in my gym.
No. Yeah, I don't think I was good enough to have the lights off, to be honest. I don't think I deserved that. I don't think I deserved it, to be honest. But
I
no.
kind of like it. The spotlight.
Yeah, as they're introducing the starting lineups. Something I also wanted to touch on, and before the game took underway, these two teams kind of had two opposite seasons. Dobson 0-5 in region play, while Mountain View's a 5-0, and these teams actually met up earlier in the season where Mountain View got the win. So I think this is going to be a big telling point. If Mountain View comes out and gets the win, will they do what they did last season and go undefeated in region play? I think it could happen. So it's just a matter of who comes out and who plays better after the break.
Yeah, for sure. It's always exciting to see two teams who have faced each other come back and play each other again. There's always that revenge factor. And you really feel in high school volleyball, especially when it comes down to this point in the season. This point in the season is very crucial, especially for Mountain View, for how good they've been doing on the season. We know that they're going to make it far in the playoffs. Last year, they lost in playoffs in round 1, so they're definitely going to come out with that revenge factor, like I said, and just give it to all.
Not only that, but another key thing to look out for too is Mountain View. They've gone 3-0 in each game in terms of points and sets against their region team. So I think Coach Golden and then the Toros have showed that they don't mess around when it comes to their rival games. So it's definitely something that I think they pride themselves on as we get ready for the national anthem.
Yeah, so we will take a break for the national anthem and we'll be back. Hey everybody, my name is Olivia Prickett. I'm a sophomore at Arizona State University studying sports journalism, and I'm excited to intern for the Varsity Sports Show this fall. As a longtime sports fan, former athlete, and aspiring sideline reporter, I look forward to covering tons of sports around Arizona and providing important news going on in the sports world. Stay tuned.
You may remember me from the spring semester. My name is Alexandra Medina, and I am a sports journalism student at ASU Cronkite. My passion for sports began when I was tuned into ESPN at just the age of 6 years old. I am excited to be back with the Varsity Sports Show to bring you the latest sports news in Arizona and across the country. Thanks for tuning into the Varsity Sports Show. I am Alexandra Medina.
Hello everyone, my name is Adrian Carmona, and I'm very excited to be joining the Varsity Sports Show team as their Gainesville correspondent. I am a third-year sports media major at the University of Florida, and my dream is to become a sports broadcaster and radio host. I can't wait to provide you all with the best content and news surrounding Gainesville sports.
All right, we are back. Pretty cool flag in the center there, national anthem.
Yeah, definitely think the Toros go all out. I think it's really awesome to see.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm still blown away by that entrance with the blackout. I was never able to have lights out. We ran out to, I think it was the Purge sound, and we were like trying to get our AD to get the lights off, and they said, nah. I'm like, wow, this is so cool.
Yeah, that might cause a little problems with the Purge music and the lights out, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it would have added to the effect though. So just imagine running out to the Purge in complete brightness.
Exactly, and that's one of the best things I love about fall sports. I personally think it's the best time for sports. We got volleyball, football, we got swimming, we got everything right now for fall. I'm also glad that we're inside. It's still mid-October. It's a little hot outside, and we have a great region matchup coming up here shortly as we're about to get the first set underway.
Yeah, pretty excited. Good hype music to hype the players up. I'm going to be standing up here. I mean, I kind of got a tough view up here.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game here. We have the Mountain View Toros hosting the Dobson Mustangs here in Mesa, Arizona. A regional matchup here as the Dobson Mustangs and the Mountain View Toros have met before. The Toros did get the win, so we're going to see a rematch. The last time they play each other in the regular season, let's see who comes out on top and makes a statement here tonight.
Yeah, so for Dobson, we've got Rain May Leith starting as libero. Number 8 starting, I don't have her on the lineup actually. Starting middle back for Dobson. Number 14, Nikki Tishidini. The back line for Dobson as Mountain View takes the serve. It's going to be a good pass, a good setup to number 9, and that's going to be out. Point Mountain View.
That's a good start for Mountain View to be patient there, not take anything too early and get the first point.
Yeah, their setter number 13 on the service line. Pretty good float serve. Number 12, Lily McCormick with the set. She makes her way through that. She had a little bit of a traffic there.
Yep, Amber Johnson, number 4 on the Dobson Mustangs, someone they see as a captain, and she gets that first point there for the Mustangs as we now have a tie game here, 1-1 in the first set.
Number 12, Lyric McCormick with the serve. Number 13, number 11, Aubrey Bullis with the kill for Mountain View.
Yeah, I mean, she just saw that ball set up perfectly for her, and she killed it right away, and Mountain View's coming out with some energy.
Number 9, Ava Gunkel, junior outside for Mountain View. Number 12, Lyric McCormick sets it up to Nikki Tashimi. Libero with the pass. Good set to the outside. Number 4, Amber Johnson with the tip. A little bit of an out-of-system play there for Mountain View. They'll get the point.
I have to say, great save there by Jordan Decker. I mean, great dive, and sets up another point there for the Toros. Great job by Decker.
Love seeing a setter good on defense, for sure. Amber Johnson with the pass. Lyric McCormick with the set. Number 9 with the swing. And that will be 4 touches for Dobson.
Something this Toros team has is that duo of Nikolina Georgievich and number 11 Aubrey Bellis holding that main line there, and they're two tall people right there to set it up for them. As
Ava Gunkel with a service ace.
yeah, this looked like a miscommunication there by the Dobson Mustangs.
Yeah, for sure. Mountain View's done a really good job coming out with a hot service line so far. Just 5 points in the game, so 5-1 is the score. Good pass, but a little too far out to the antenna.
Honestly, the Toros have just been playing it their way. I mean, they've been playing patient, and they're letting Dobson almost beat themselves in a sense to start this first set.
Yeah, just staying consistent is really what they need to do. Ava Gunkel with the serve, and she gets a service ace. That's a really good serve to have coming out of the back line this early on in the game, really catching Dobson on their heels.
Yeah, I mean, that was hard for Rian May Leith, number 2 on Dobson, to kind of get there and set it up for her Mustangs, and great job there by the Toros once again.
Ava Gunkel with the serve once again. She serves that down the right back line. Amber Johnson's gonna. It's a little too much power on that one. It's gonna go out the back line.
Yeah, I think that the Toros, again, I mean, they're just playing it their way. They're letting the Mustangs kind of be the aggressor on that offensive side, and it's paying out well for them.
Ava Gunkel with the serve again. She's gonna set out to Nikki Tashimi, who's gonna have a little bit too much power on that one once again. I think Dobson just really needs to calm down and just really take a breather for sure.
Yeah,
I think they're just a little bit worked up right now. That's what it looks like.
yeah, but they called the first time out, and the two main things I asked both coaches before the game is, how are you going to come out after not playing for 10 days? And looks like Mountain View Toros and Coach Golden have answered first. I mean, it's not really anything they're doing. It's more so what the Dobsons are doing themselves. I mean,
Yeah.
the Toros are being really patient, and sometimes that's all you need. You just got to be patient, and if Dobson's beating themselves, you got to let them do it.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, for the service line to be this hot this early on, it's gonna really work out for the Toros, and I think that's just gonna be one of the main key points for them this game, is to really just be aggressive on that service line, because they know where to serve and they know where the weak spots are in that Dobson defense.
Yeah.
So Ava Gunkel will have the serve once again. The score 9-1. Toros up by 8. Good pass from Johnson. Back set from the setter there. And that's going to be another swing out of the back line.
The thing I think that the Mustangs are doing well is they're just showing their presence. They have the height on the Mustangs, and I think that's forcing the Mustangs to put a little too much power on their ball, forcing them to go a little bit too out of that line.
Yeah. So Amber Johnson just got subbed out for Dobson. So just a little bit of a reset on that back line. Now we've got some play out here, and number 11, Aubrey Bolus, comes out firing out of that middle, and that's really good for Mountain View to really just establish their middle that early on. That just shows how much they've got their offense dialed down. Ava Gunkel with the serve again. Little out of system set there from the libero, and that's going to be a free ball for Mountain View. Good defense from number 2. Rain Leaf. Good out of system set.
Wow.
And that's going to be...
Great job there by the Dobsons. That's their best
Yeah.
point. That's their only second point, but that's easily their best point they've had. They played great defense, and it led to a Mountain View mistake, and scores 11-2 now as they have another substitution. Number 4 of Dobson, Amber Johnson, back in the game.
Just gave her a little bit of a break. Bringing her back in to serve. Just going to jump serve that one. And just short. That made that over. That would have been a tough one for Mountain View to get up off the ground.
I think what you said earlier, I think the Mustangs just need to kind of slow it down and take their time. And the Toros, I think if you're them, you just keep doing what you're doing because you're playing a great start to this first set.
Aubrey Bolus, middle senior, back to serve, and she sends that one into the net. Just a little too much power and just a little bit too low of a contact there. She makes her way off the court. Number 3, Elena Austin, libero, back there for her.
2 serving errors back to back. Make that 3 serving errors.
Stay there. So. And number 9, we don't have her on the roster. with the service error, but she's going to make her way off the court for a libero sub.
Fully expect Mountain View's number 16, Taylor McClung, to kind of get this point going here for the Toros and get it started.
Good serve, good float serve. Good set to the outside from McCormick, and a tip. Number 8, Nikolina Djordjevic. She went the total opposite direction of where I thought she was going to go with that.
Yeah, look, little outside of that line there, though, as Dobson's going to get their 4th point of this set.
Number 14, Nikki Tashimi. Good pass from number 3, Elena Austin. Setting up number 8, Nikolina Djordjevic. Back-to-back kills.
I think we're going to say her name a lot today.
Yeah.
She has been amazing to start this game.
Definitely a good driving force for the Toros as she takes the service line. 14-4 is the score. Toros up by 10. A little bit of a tough set there from McCormick. And they're running that pipe set out the back line. And Djordjevic with the kill again. Sorry.
Again, Djordjevic just making her presence known there. She's got the power behind that ball, and a beautiful setup there by the Toros as they're dominating this first set.
Yeah, Jordan Decker is running a 5-1. She's done an amazing job staying on top of that connection there with Djordjevic and number 9, Ava Gunkel.
Ooh. Toros just couldn't get it done there on the defensive side, and number 16, Taylor McClung, just seemed like it kind of just went off her forearm a little bit there as the Dobson Mustangs pick up their 5th point of the set.
Another 10-point lead for the Toros. Number 7, Callista Watson, senior setter, back to serve, and she sends that one into the net. Dobson just unable to really make their presence known on that back service line. So that's really going to just be a big factor of the game is service at this point.
Got to get the energy going for Dobson.
Elena Austin, great save from number 2 on Dobson. Good effort there from the libero. I love to see the libero just really giving it their all on that back line, but
The Toros, I mean, Ava Kunkel with just another great kill there. I mean, they're playing phenomenal right now in this first set.
great pass. Great set for McCormick off the block. And number 9, Ava Gunkel, again, just showing her dominance on that outside position.
Yeah, I mean, the Toros are dominating the net right now. I mean, they're just dominating behind the service line. They're dominating on defense. I mean, they're playing a almost flawless game to start.
Yeah. Libero Elena Austin back to serve for the Toros again. And number 2, libero for Dobson's gonna just make a little error there, sending it to the net. No one there able to recover.
Yeah, it looked like a little miscommunication there by the Dobson Mustangs as Toros get to serve it again.
Austin with that amazing float serve again. McCormick sets out to Johnson. Good off the block. And a little bit of a tight set from Jordan Decker. But she's able to make that amazing connection with Aubrey Bolus.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Toros, you just got to keep setting up for either Djordjevic or Bolus at this point. I mean, they're just playing phenomenal on that netting right now as Toros take a 20-5 lead in this first set.
Decker definitely has an amazing front row that she can run her offense off of.
And again, another Dobson mistake is going to lead to another point here for the Toros.
Number 3, Elena Austin, service line once again. The score is 21-5. Good float. Again, serving to the libero. McCormick out to Johnson. She's going to tip that one. Good pickup on that right side. And Decker just makes the connection again with Ava Gunkel. And Decker wasn't really satisfied with that set, but Gunkel was able to make do with what she got.
Yeah, I mean, once again, just those two are just dominating right now. I mean, you can just tell this chemistry has been been working on since
Amazing.
a couple of months ago. I mean, they are playing phenomenal right now. And
Yeah.
if you're Dobson, I think you got to get number 4 more involved. I think you got to get Amber Johnson some better setups there because she's been leading the team in almost every categorical stat so far. So you got to get her more involved.
Yeah, for sure. Service error from libero number 2 for Dobson.
As you have a 22-6 score in this first set.
And
I think Coach Gold's pretty happy so far.
yeah, Tanema Tosei going in front row in the opposite. And they go up to the block, but they allow that to go right through them as that is an out.
Yeah, again, Dobson is putting a little too much power behind their strikes there as the Toros are looking to close out this set here.
Amazing serve from Jordan Decker.
Wow.
That was an amazing float serve, just hitting that back left line.
They have, as we have the first match point here for the Toros in this set.
Ooh, that topspin is amazing. McCormick to Johnson, who's now in the middle. And she's able to find that deep pocket in between middle back and right back for the point.
Exactly what I said earlier. I think you got to get number 4 involved, Amber Johnson. I think she's your lead there on offense.
Great pass from Austin. Good set to the middle. Great coverage there from Austin. Good set up to number 11, Aubrey Bolus, with just putting a dent in that floor, truly.
And they're going to take this first set 25-7. Absolute dominance here by the Toros so far.
Yeah, Mountain View has just done an amazing job at truly just keeping a consistent game and running in. Sorry, setter. Finding her offense and just truly running her offense like she's, done it like she runs it every day.
Yeah, I mean.
And it's just amazing to see.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Toros, I think you kind of just keep doing what you're doing, and if you let the Mustangs keep making their own mistakes, and you just keep playing how you're doing with setting up the good serves, setting up some good kills there, and I think you're gonna be in really good shape. And if you're the Mustangs, I think you kind of just tell your girls to be calm down a little bit, and just get ready for the next set.
Yeah, so we'll be right back with that next set after the break.
When it comes to girls' sports in the state of Arizona, there is one sport that has been on the rise lately, and that is girls' flag football. I'm going to tell you which teams have been ranked within the top 5 spots now that the season is almost halfway over. Marana High School in Tucson, Arizona is in first place when it comes to girls' flag football in the 6A division. Coming in at second is Mountain View High School out of Mesa, Arizona. And in Queen Creek, in third place is Castile High School. Red Mountain remains in fourth place out of Mesa, Arizona. And fifth is Highland High School coming from Gilbert. The game of flag football has grown rapidly across the state with over 100 schools participating in the sport that has just become AIA sanctioned in Arizona. Not too long ago, thanks to One Valley coach Matt Stone, the coach of Hamilton High School. This has been a work in progress throughout the years, but the sport continues to grow day by day, and more young girls across the state seem to become interested in the sport as the days go on. The sport became a thing when a group of girls came to Coach Stone with the hope that he would gather a group together to start a team. But he wanted to go a lot further than just one team, and ended up gathering an entire state. For Varsity Sports, I'm Alexandra Medina.
Hello everyone, my name is Roberto Astorga. I am a junior at the Cronkite School of Journalism at ASU and excited to be part of the Varsity Sports Show. I love watching and covering every sport from golf to volleyball. Having lived my entire life in Arizona, I look forward to cover stories and games highlighting the great athletes and people this state has to offer.
We are back for Mountain View Toros versus the Dobson Mustangs after a big win for the Toros that first set, 25-7. coming off of a break in between sets. Just a little breather there for both teams.
Yeah, I think if you're the Toros, you don't want to breathe. You just want to keep going out there and dominating. I mean, what a first set from the Toros. They have been playing phenomenal.
Yeah.
They've been playing their game, and they're being patient, and I think it's the biggest thing. And keep letting the Mustangs do what they're doing and just keep playing patient. And, I mean, I have to say, too, they have had some amazing setups from Lauren Decker, whatever it be, Lauren Decker, great kills from Bolus. I mean, it's just been a phenomenal chemistry.
Yeah.
You can just tell so far.
Definitely a great offense on the Toros side. And that's going to be a service error from Lyric McCormick to start off set 2, giving the Toros the point early on. Their effective service line, we'll see what Jordan Decker can do. As she is running a 5-1 offense, and she's done amazing so far. Great float serve, McCormick with the back set to Johnson.
Wow.
Good save
Ooh.
from Ava Gunkel, but unable to get that up high off the ground.
Yeah, that was an amazing save. It just, her teammates couldn't get there to back her up as we now have a 1-1 start to the second set here.
Amber Johnson back to serve, and that's going to be out.
Yeah, I mean, the only 2 points the Toros have so far in this set is service errors. You got to,
Yeah.
the Dobson Mustangs have been committing way too many of those, and you got to cut down on those as number 8, Nikolina Georgievich, coming in. She's been playing phenomenal all day.
Yeah, and she had a great run last game. And she has a killer serve. Dobson able to get that up. Decker with the save there out the back. Gunkel with the tricky little roll off of that hand as she had to come in just a little bit inside the court, but she was able to find that gap in the Dobson defense.
Yeah, instead of using power, she used finesse there and
Yeah.
worked really good out for the Toros.
Great pass from number 2, libero for Dobson. Number 8 with the kill. And that's giving the Dobson Mustangs some momentum in this set.
Yeah, the Mustangs playing already a lot better than they did in their last set, as the Toros seem like they're coming out a little slow to start this one, as they're going to try to turn it around here.
Number 9 for Dobson back to serve. Georgievich to Decker to Gunkel with the roll off the hand. Number 8 for Dobson on the outside. And that's just a little too much power out the back line.
Yeah, we've been seeing that too many times here for the Mustangs. There's too much power on that back line. And again, I think it's just the height that the Toros bring. They're too scared to meet that ball right at the net. And because of it, they're putting too much power behind their punches.
Yeah, amazing serve. Service ace for Aubrey Bullis.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
another great serve again. I mean, they've only had about, I think, 1 service error this entire game, and
Yeah.
other than that, they've been playing amazing behind the line.
Very consistent. Love to see it. And that rolls off of the tape and into the donut there on the Dobson side.
Yeah, that's brutal if you're the Mustangs. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't really expect those all the time. So
Definitely a tough serve to cover for sure. You dread it every time you see it hit that tape. Number 2, libero for Dobson. Just a little too far onto the net on that right side.
yeah, I mean, the Toros came out a little sluggish to start the second set, but now they're looking like that team in the first set as they are playing really good once again. And
with a good run from Bullis. Killer serve. Johnson was able to get that up, but a little bit of miscommunication there on that back line.
yeah, it just seems like they're not on the same page defensively. It just seems like no one's coming over to get the ball for the Mustangs, and someone tries to save it or dive for it, as Bolus again with another serve behind the line.
And Bolus is going to try her top spin, and that would have been really good if she just took a little bit off of it.
Yeah, look, her and her coach are laughing about that one. I think they're not expecting that, to be honest, but
I'd love to see the effort out there, though. Trying new things. Gunkel with the kill, and she gets up to get that block coverage. Decker with that killer save off of Georgievich's up, but unable to get the point off of that one for the Dobson Mustangs.
Yeah, that's a good point there for the Mustangs. I mean, Toros looked like they had it covered, and then ball just didn't fall their way.
Great pass from Gunkel.
Wow.
And number 18, Tanema Tache, was able to
And
find the deep pocket there.
yeah, hit that that top left pocket there. That's a brutal ball to go and
Yeah.
get there if you're the Dobson Mustangs. And
She subs out for number 1, Isabel Manwarning.
she gets ready to serve this one away as Toros lead 9-4 over the Dobson Mustangs.
Good serve there from Manwarning. That's the first serve we've seen from her tonight. Really good
Yeah,
float serve there.
it seems like the Toros just have an arrangement of servers that like to get out there and
Yeah.
playing phenomenal.
Johnson with the setup to Shinny. And Decker with the set to number 17, Holly Wolick, who we haven't seen tonight, but she comes out firing with that really good swing to that back left corner.
Yeah, she put that one in that deep pocket there. Hard to get there if you're the Mustangs, as we have a service error by number 1, Isabel
Manwarning, yeah.
Manwarning. And now we have an 11-5 score here. Toros lead over the Mustangs. And again, if you're the Toros, I think you just keep playing the way you've been playing, and
Yeah,
they've been playing phenomenal.
good pass there from
Wow.
Elena Austin, and a great dump there from Jordan Decker. And she is running a 5-1, like I said earlier. She is now in rotation 5.
Yeah,
Which allows her to be front row, and she does an amazing job at that front row, and we just saw it from her, able to take initiative into her own hands. Number 4, Amber Johnson out there with the tip. Decker with the amazing set out to number 10.
great set.
McCormick with the set to Johnson. Gonko able to get that up. Good set there to the pipe from Decker. Just a little bit of miscommunication there on the Dobson side, but Decker has just done an amazing job, like I said, running her offense, and we've seen a lot of new things from her with that, setter dump and running that pipe with Ava Gunkel.
Yeah, that was the best point we've seen so far from both teams. That was just great back and forth there as the Toros once again get it, though.
It's going to be a send over from Libero. Good off the net save from Decker, but a little bit too much power out there from the outside, number 10 for the Toros.
Yeah, I just want to go back to that play that Decker had earlier, that little dump off she had. I mean, not only that play that she's had, but she's had a phenomenal game. She looks almost like a silent leader out there for the Toros. She's been playing really good.
Yeah. Good up there from Isabel Manwarning. Good set out to number 10, and she's able to get that right in between the block and the net.
And this is what Coach Johnson told us before the game is Toros have the height on them, and that's just prevalent right there as the Dobson Mustangs were there, but they just didn't have the height to compete with the Toros.
Yeah.
As now 14-6 we're in set 2. The Toros lead over the Mustangs.
Got a new middle out there for the Toros. Set up from McCormick to Johnson running out the middle. Set outside from Decker to number 10 Aubrey Paris for the Toros, but just a little bit too much power on that.
I know the Dobsons get the point there, but it can't be shadowed how amazing of defense the Toros have been playing. I feel like most of their points have just been from their own mistakes, to be honest. They've been playing really well.
McCormick with the serve to running the 3 out there. Great serve from Johnson, or great save from Johnson. A little bit of a tight set there to Paris. But the Toros are able to come out on top in that point. That was a really hard fought point there.
Yeah, Aubrey Paris is really holding that close side to us there. She's been holding her side on that left side there, and she makes the Mustangs pay. They played a little too aggressive there.
A little bit of a scramble there from Dobson as they were a little bit out of rotation, but able to find themselves before the serve. Paris with this. A lot going on here. Number 3, Elena Austin with the setup to number 9, Ava Gunkel. Dobson able to find that, and a Good block there from the Toros.
Wow.
And Dobson was able to come back and find that deep pocket, and the Toros defense throwing him off a little bit.
That was the best point Dobson has had
Yeah.
by far tonight. I mean, a great back and forth. You can see pretty much all the players are a little tired after that point, but great job there by the Mustangs to get their 8th point in the second set.
Yeah. Emma Freeman just went in for Jordan Decker. So we're going to see some new things from the offense for the Toros.
And Amber Johnson with the serve here for the Mustangs.
A little bit of an off pass from Paris. Good set to number 18, but number 18 was unable to find the ball there. A little bit of an error.
Yeah, it looked like just another miscommunication
Yeah.
there. I don't think the Toros are too worried about that, though. That doesn't happen quite often for them, so they're going to bounce back from that point as Amber Johnson with the serve once again.
Ooh.
We said it. I said it earlier. You hate to see that if you're the opposing team when that ball just hits that tape and rolls on your side.
Yeah, but it was just out there for the Mustangs, so the Toros will get the point on that one.
Yeah, you could definitely tell the Dobson Mustangs wanted that one because they put together a good string of points there as the Toros still have a 16-9 lead, though. Still a pretty commanding lead in the second set.
Yeah, for sure, especially with Djordjevic on that back line. But she's unable to make do with what
Little broadcaster jinx.
Yeah, a little bit of a jinx there.
Yeah, a little broadcaster jinx there. But again, that's probably only their second or third service error they've had this entire game. So not too worried if you're Coach Golden and the Toros.
Great pass from Austin. Good setup to number 9, Ava Gunkel from Emma Freeman.
Yeah, even Gunkel, again, she's been playing a phenomenal game too. I feel like I've been saying that about all the Toros players, but it just seems like they're all on the same page today. And you can just definitely tell that even though they had a couple days off, they are still back like they haven't left.
Yeah, truly. So we're seeing some good things from the Toros. Good serve from Sydney Wade. Playing middle back for the Toros. A little bit of a scramble there from the Mustangs, unable to get the point.
Yeah,
The score is now 18-10.
yeah, I think if you're the Mustangs, you just got to be more aggressive. I mean, it just seems like they're just waiting around for the ball, and there's not enough communication going on defense, and it's led to a lot of errors on their end as Toros get ready to serve this one away.
Sydney Wade with the tough serve. Libero number 2 able to get that up with Johnson sending that over. Good up and good set from Freeman.
Ooh.
Setting that out to Ava Gunkel, but unable to get that inside the lines, giving Dobson the point.
Yeah,
So
this set's a little more competitive here
Yeah.
between the Toros and Dobson, and the Dobson Mustangs just being a little bit more patient here.
a little bit of a scramble pass from Elena Austin. You know, we haven't seen a lot of errors from her tonight, so just get that one out of her system and hopefully run it back on this next one.
Yeah, Coach Golden said to calm down a little bit there. I saw on the sideline.
Good set to number 18, Tashay.
Wow.
That was an amazing set from Emma Freeman, who we haven't seen tonight until just a couple of points ago.
Yeah.
Really doing a good job spreading out her offense. She's run that right back, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, again, Coach Golden, you can tell, always having a smile on her face, but she has been telling the team to just kind of calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Good up on that.
exactly what's going on here as the Toros take a 20-12 lead in the second set. They're playing phenomenal.
Really good aggressive attack up there from number 9 for the Toros. Sets out to Johnson. Good up from Austin. Set out to Kunkel. Tough swing, but Dobson's able to get that one up. Good coverage back there from Djordjevic. Set out to Gunkel. Good up from Dobson. Number 14 to Shinny.
Wow.
And number 8 for Dobson. Able to find that pocket once again. Dobson really likes that deep right back pocket. They've sent that there 2 to 3 times now.
Well, I mean, when you have Lauren Decker kind of in the middle there, seeming like she's always getting the saves, you kind of have to put it in that deep pocket there if you're the Mustangs.
Great pass from Djordjevic, set to her middle, number 17, Holly Wolick. From Emma Freeman, Toro's able to get another point.
Again, just another miscommunication there by the Mustangs. They got to get on the same page if they want to get back in the set.
Yeah. Number 8, Djordjevic sub for number 10, Aubrey Paris. We will see the serve from Ava Kunkel. Good float serve, but just out on that right back line. Another service error for the Toros, which we've seen more service errors in this set than we did the last one, so.
Yeah, she was going for that left pocket there, and she almost had it, and if she did, that would have been an amazing ace there.
Yeah, good up from man warning. Good set to that middle back from Freeman, and Kunkel able to come out of the middle back with the tip into the donut.
Some players just have better finesse and
Yeah.
better feel for the ball, and you can tell Ava does, as that ball just fit perfectly right in that middle there.
She does a really good job finding the gaps there for sure. McCormick with the set out to number 9 for Dobson. Freeman with the set to her middle. Sydney Wade, but Sydney Wade just wasn't able to really calculate where she was on that court, sending that out of the left side of that court there. So a little bit of a closer game, 22-15, Toros up. Great pass from Gunkel, set from Freeman to Paris. And Paris will get back up, and she will get that kill on that overpass.
That might have been one of the best kills we've seen all night. That was a great one there.
You gotta love the
Paris.
overpass kills. That really just hypes the team up for sure.
Yeah, and especially when that's your 23rd point and you're only looking for 2 more. It's definitely a good momentum boost to hopefully close out this set for the Toros.
Man warning subs out for Tassé. Let's see what Emma Freeman Jr., who is setting. Good serve there. Overpass again, and Paris will get on that overpass again, but Dobson able to get that one up. Free balled over from McCormick. Good set to the back. A little bit of a tip there. Number 15 out there for Dobson. And Alston will get that save there, but Toros will free ball that one over. A little bit of a pile up there on Dobson, and it looks like there might be an injury, but
Wow.
into the net hit from Paris, and it looks like there might be a little bit of an injury on Dobson's side. So that was quite the tough pile up there.
Yeah, we're gonna hopefully the Dobson player is okay, but I mean, what an effort from that entire Mustangs. That was easily the best point they've had by far.
Yeah.
A little dog pile there obviously led to a bit of an injury, but great job by the whole team showing effort there, and that was a great save.
Yeah, just truly showing their ability to come back. They've had a great fight this set, the score being 23-16. And although that pile up didn't really end up in a good result, it just shows that they're really going out there and fighting and giving it their all.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to string together a good some amount of points here if they want to get back in the set, but definitely a good momentum boost if you're the Mustangs, as Coach Golden, I mean, like I've said earlier, she's always just, you can tell this team has chemistry. I mean,
yeah.
I think this is why there's been on such a great dominant run lately, is just Coach Golden has really put this team together, and you can definitely tell that just even by looking on the court.
Yeah, especially it being her first year as a head coach for the Mountain View Toros, just able to find that connection with her players early on. Number 15 for Dobson, back to serve to Austin. Freeman with the bump set to Sydney Wade, and Dobson's able to get that one up. Gunkel with the pass to Freeman, who's going to back set that to Paris. A little bit of an outside set, but Dobson able to get that one up. And that will be out for Dobson, so the Toros will get the point, and it is now set point for the Toros. And Paris will now sub out, and Djordjevic will go in to serve. Great run from Paris. She truly went out there and she ran that front line for sure, hopping on those overpasses. Great serve from Djordjevic, and that is going to be a service ace to end set 2.
Yeah.
So
something I haven't talked about, but as you can tell by watching the game, the Toros have a deep rotation of players they can go to. It seems like any rotation they have, it's just another dominant player entering the game for them, and that is quite shown as they take a 2-0 set lead, and none of the sets have been really that close. I mean, Dobson put together a really nice set there
Yeah.
towards the end, and a couple good points from them. But if you're the Toros, I think you kind of just have to keep playing the way you are and close out this game. If you're Mountain View.
Yeah, for sure. No, both teams a lot better there in that second set, especially from Dobson, just coming out and fighting like we saw that resulted in an injury, unfortunately, but just really showing their ability to keep that ball off of the ground. It's truly what they need to just show their fight and that they're still in this.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
exactly. And if you're Dobson, I think you kind of just have to build off the momentum you had from that last set. They definitely improved a lot better from the last one, and I think if you kind of bring that momentum in, this third set will be probably the most competitive one. So definitely excited to see what both teams come out and show us for this third set that's coming up here.
Yeah, so we will be right back after the break.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jesse Davis. I'm a junior majoring in sports journalism at Arizona State University, and I cannot wait to get things rolling with the Varsity Sports Show this fall semester. Really working on broadcasting and producing and just gaining as much experience as I can.
Hey everyone, my name is Stella Tai, currently studying at Arizona State University for a master's degree in sports journalism. This fall, I'll be an intern at Varsity Sports Show, looking forward to bringing the best sports stories around the country to you guys.
Hey everyone, I'm Nicholas Anderson, broadcast journalism student at the Hanks Greenspun School of Journalism at UNLV, back for my second semester with the Varsity Sports Show. This season, I'm bringing even more sports knowledge your way, with fresh insights and exciting stories across the globe, from Las Vegas to Phoenix and even Houston. I'm thrilled to share my passion and knowledge of sports with you, and even more excited for the learning opportunities ahead. Don't miss out, as this is just the beginning. Go Varsity!
Hello, and welcome everyone to Varsity Sports. I'm Ray Chavez, one of the new fall interns from the University of Arizona. Having gone to and reported from a few events before and hosted a radio show on my own, I'm eager and excited to be a part of this team and to fill you in on all the action going on in the coming months. I'm really excited to be a part of this team and even more excited for everyone to see my progress. Let's have a great year and go Varsity Sports.
All right, we are back for set 3, Mountain View Toros versus the Dobson Mustangs. We've seen some really, really, really good volleyball from the Toros, and we've seen some good fight from the Mustangs.
Yeah, I mean, not only have the Toros been vibing on the court, but they're vibing off the court. They're in a great mood. They're dancing, they're laughing, they all have smiles on their face, and they should. They've been playing really well. And you can see the Mustangs, they've been in a huddle here since the end of that second set, so seems like they're really focused on trying to make a point here in this third set, and they're going to have to if they want to be in this game. I mean,
yeah,
the Toros have been playing phenomenal. Golden has been coaching phenomenally. Her rotations have been amazing. Her substitutions have been amazing, and I think that speaks a lot about how good of a coach she really is.
Yeah, and just really allowing her players to try new things. We've seen it on the service line where she let her players, run that top spin.
Yeah.
And they practice that in practice, but that's not something you typically see from a player being run in a game unless they are absolutely consistent with that top spin.
Yeah, and we have a couple of dads dancing in the crowd. This is definitely a sight to see.
Really, really good energy here in Mesa.
Yeah, I think if you're the Toros, you should definitely be happy with this energy. I mean,
we've got, what's the song called? I don't even remember, but we've got some dancing up there in the stands.
One of the T-Pain songs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm too young or too old for them, to be honest.
Not sure.
But no, definitely if you're Mountain View, I think you kind of have to keep this energy you're bringing, and just positive energy. I mean, everyone's giving each other high fives. I think Coach Golden has been doing great with substitutes, and her
Yep.
family's even out here all the way from Texas, which I think is so awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. Just the support from her family, and she's done an amazing job tonight. And I think it's just also the comfortability that she has. She's got her girls out on the court and her family there on the sideline or in the stands. So
Yeah, what a better game for her family to come out to than this one. I mean, it's one thing to have amazing players, which the Toros do, but it's another thing for the leader, which is the coach, to lead them out there.
Yeah.
The substitutions have been phenomenal tonight. I have yet to see any substitutions that have gone wrong for the Toros. So I think Coach Golden just has to keep it up and letting her players do what they do best, and that's dominate on the volleyball court.
yeah, so we're in for a good set 3. Good serve from Emma Freeman, but
I may have jinxed it.
unfortunately, yeah, we jinxed it because I even got jinxed earlier. So we're about to see what this set's gonna bring for Mason and I here on the call. But good serve from Dobson. A little bit of a tight pass there from Georgievich. Freeman unable to do anything with it. So we now see the Dobson Mustangs up 2, which we have not seen from the Mustangs. And good pass there from number 16, Taylor McClung. And Harris coming out the right side just with an arm, but unable to find the court there.
Mustangs having a pretty solid start to this third set here.
Yeah. And now we see Jordan Decker out there on the outside. So that just shows that Jordan Decker is able to truly play literally any position that she can possibly play. And that's amazing. And I love seeing setters become utility players, speaking from experience. But gotta love it.
Olivia just wanted to flex her
Yeah.
volleyball skills a little bit on us, but
Hey, I miss it. It's tough out here just covering high school volleyball, but from the other side. Johnson with the serve to Paris, and middle on Dobson's going to get that one back over, but Georgievich is just going to use her arm and kill that one.
yeah, she's got a cannon of an arm. She's got so much power behind it. But she's also shown a little bit of finesse in some of her plays that she's had here for the Toros, but they're trying to come back here. The Dobson Mustangs hold a 4-2 lead in this third set, something the Toros haven't been used to tonight.
Yeah. Now we see Sydney Wade on that back line with the service ace. Really good float serve there. Mountain View Toros have a really good float serve, just collectively.
Yeah, they've had a lot of great serves here tonight, and I think that's been probably the best component of their game is these serves they've had.
Yeah. Sydney Wade back to serve again. Toros down by just 1. Dobson, Amber Johnson with the pass. And number 8 on the outside for Dobson, able to find that left side of the court there for the point.
Yeah, I mean, Dobson has come out with a lot of energy, more energy than the Toros, and
yeah.
Let's see how the Toros respond, and
jinxed.
I do it every time.
Get jinxed.
Yeah, I think I do it a little bit too much, to be honest. Another server error there by the Mustangs, something they've kind of struggled with a lot tonight, as the Toros are going to look to tie it up at this point.
Jordan Decker back to serve. Now we see we're running a 6-2 now here on the Toros side, and it looks like Freeman still has the set. She's going to set that out to Georgievich, and that's going to be blocked out the middle by Dobson. Freeman with the back right side set to Decker, who's going to find the gap in the back right pocket, and that's an amazing, amazing swing from Decker. It doesn't really have to be a straight down the line kill. It's just got to be effective, and that's exactly what Decker did.
Yeah, she's been playing phenomenal tonight, to put it lightly.
Yeah. Outside set to Dobson. Number 8, Georgievich. They're running the pipe out there with Paris. Off the block there on Dobson. McCormick sets that up to number 8. And a little bit of a scramble there. Number 16, Taylor McClung. Freeman set to the middle there. McCormick's going to set that one to Amber Johnson out the middle back. Pass, set, and a kill down the line by number 8, Nikolina Georgievich.
Yeah.
And that is a really good line shot. I'm just going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, they're going to take the lead right back here in this third set, and if you're the Toros, you have to like what you're doing, and if you're the Mustangs, you have to like what you're doing too. They're playing way better on the net right now.
Good float serve to Johnson. McCormick's going to back set that. And good stuff from Dobson. Decker is going to get that one up. Great save from Decker. That's going to go back on the Dobson side. McCormick's going to set that up to outside. Number 8. Good save from Decker. And tight set from Freeman. But that's going to be a kill, technically, for the Toros.
Yeah, I think someone has to check Jordan Decker's forearms or magnets or something, because it seems like the ball always comes to her, and every time it comes to her, she's going to save it.
Yeah.
And she's been playing really well tonight.
Gotta love it. Good little pop serve there from Decker. Set outside to number 8, and a great block from number 17, Holly Wollick, and number 15, Emma Freeman on that right side there. That's a tall duo.
Yeah, they've been kind of switching out that duo there at that front line, and whoever's out there has been playing really well. This time it was Holly Wollick there.
Yeah.
The nice block.
Good short serve from Decker. Good effort, but that's going to be a little bit of a scramble there from Mountain View. You know, they were willing to get out of that way there.
Georgievich was about to go out in the stands and get it, and Coach Golden said, absolutely not. Please, I kind of need you for the rest of the season, so
Yeah, for sure.
let's keep it safe
Can't
here.
break yourself now, no, for sure. So we will see the serve from Nikki Tishini, but that's going to be another short serve from Dobson. But really good score here in the third set. 9-6. Toros found their way to the lead by 3. Georgievich back to serve. And that's a tough serve there, but Decker is able to get that one up. And Freeman with the amazing setter dump into that donut. And the Toros just know where to put that ball. And it's kind of universal, but the donut just, you know, it's the spot, truly.
Yeah, the dump is my favorite play in all of volleyball.
It is.
I've determined that.
It is. Mason has been talking about that, and he loves it. Georgievich with the serve. Good up from Johnson. And that's going to be to Decker, and Paris up there with the tough arm. Good up from Johnson and that back line for Dobson. Good up there, and a really good tip there from Freeman. Johnson out the middle back there. Good up from Decker, and an amazing swing from Paris, who just had so much power on that ball. It came off the forearms of, I believe, Libero for the Mustangs, and just
Momentum has shifted immensely here in this third set as the Toros have reclaimed a pretty decent-sized lead.
good serve there, and good effort there on the back line from Libero and Amber Johnson, and the Mustangs will call a timeout. So we see the Toros are fired up with their little TO chant.
Yeah, I think we might have to get one of those for the Varsity Sports
Yeah.
show. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
We might need to come up with one of those.
I don't know.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you, I don't know. Maybe.
Stay tuned.
I'm not too coordinated for that, I don't think, but
Stay tuned. Mason's going to come up with the TO chant for Varsity, and it'll be on the next broadcast.
exactly I will. As Coach Golden, again, you can just tell this team, they love each other. The chemistry is off the charts. They've been playing so well tonight, and I'm not going to lie. I've had a lot of coaches in my life that are like Coach Golden, and they are very fun. I'm not doing the TO chant on camera right now. I can do it, but Olivia said she might later on.
Yeah, I really want to see it.
No, I might fall off the bleachers. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. But it's been a fun night out here in Mountain View for sure.
Yeah, and we are in the middle of set 3. Georgievich still back to serve. She's been on a run, her second or third run of the night.
Ooh.
But she's, again, I'm going to jinx that one, and that's going to be a little bit too much power. Find it out the back line. And she will be subbed out for Ava Gunkel.
Yeah, it seems like they've been kind of switching out Gunkel and Georgievich a little bit there, and
They're just that powerful duo.
yeah, they've been playing really well, and especially when they've been on the court at the same time as Dobson gets ready to serve this one away.
Yeah. Dobson able to find that back line, and that's just going to plop in. A little bit of a miscommunication there from Decker and Gunkel.
Yeah, I think they thought that ball was going to go past the line, and hit it right just before it, so great serve there by the Mustangs.
Yeah, Decker's got that deep pocket there, and Freeman's gonna just set that one over and find a little bit of a short gap there.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm saying, though. Freeman, they just have so many people at that front line. Like Freeman, again, she has been playing phenomenal,
Yeah.
along with some of the other top front of the line people they have for the Toros as they get ready to serve this one away.
Yeah, amazing offense. Set outside, amazing set from McCormick out to Johnson. Good block there from Wade and Freeman. Freeman's gonna set that one outside to Paris, and Paris is gonna just send that one over with a touch off the block, and Johnson's gonna kill that one on the right side. A little bit of a joust there, and Decker gets that one up, but unable to save that one.
Yeah, we have a really competitive third set here. Seems like the Toros are just not quite on the same communication when it comes to that defensive front there, but the Mustangs are making the most out of it, and the Toros still hold a 4-point lead, though.
Yeah. Looks like we're gonna see a 3 ran out the middle if all works out. Tip from Paris, set to the gap there to Johnson. Good save from Gunkel, set outside to Paris, and Paris is gonna find off that block in for the kill.
Yeah, it just looked like the Mustangs just kind of tripped there, and the Toros took advantage again of that kind of that back center there, as they now have a 14-9 lead here in this third set, looking to close out the game.
Good serve from Freeman. Amazing float there. Great effort there from Dobson, but number 9 unable to really find the free ball there, where to put that on the court.
As we now see Freeman, who's going to get ready to serve, and unless I jinx it, they have had a lot of great serves tonight, and let's see if they get another one here. And yeah, that tends to happen. That tends to happen a lot.
Yeah, that's enough. We've jinxed too much.
I know. The Mustangs making a close one here, though. This is definitely their most competitive set. They've been playing really well.
McCormick with the serve. A little bit of a run there from Freeman, but amazing swing from Jordan Decker, the setter outside, who could do it all.
I have to ask, what hasn't she done tonight? I mean, she's been playing pretty phenomenal, and there's a reason that she's been on the court a lot tonight and playing every position, like you mentioned earlier, Olivia.
Yeah, and it's not typical to see a setter go in and play outside. I mean, you normally have your set outsides, which the Toros do, but for Decker to just be able to go out and actually, I don't think she's on the outside now that I think about it. I think she is right side. They are running a 6-2, but
let's see what
we'll see.
The Toros have now, as they have a 7-point lead here in the third set.
Paris with the serve. Johnson gets that one up. Great pass and great set, but Johnson's just a little late to that set, and the Mountain View Toros take the point again. They are up by 8.
Yeah, again, it looked like just to keep these miscommunications, and kind of expected it coming back in fall break, both these teams, and gotta knock some rust off here.
Little save off the block there. Freeman's gonna send that into the back corner. Set from McCormick back to the right side. Freeman is out, so she should have let Paris take that one so she was able to run to the front, but just a little bit of a miscommunication error there again from the Toros.
Luckily for the Toros, they hold a decent enough lead right now that they can kind of afford to have some of those mistakes here. They don't have many of them, but it's nice when you have a good lead.
Another service error from Dobson.
Yeah.
We came into this game actually with Dobson having a pretty high ace percentage, so I'm not quite sure if they're just having an off night or if it's something that they need to work on in practice, but
got to get back in rhythm, it seems, after break.
Yeah. Great pass from Libero for Dobson. Good set to the outside and off the block of Holly Wolick.
Great
Dobson
point
gets
there.
The point, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great point there for the Mustangs, as they cut that to 7 now. Toros, they don't seem too worried, though. They've been pretty good all game, so they're just going to try to play how they play and see what happens here.
Great pass from Djordjevic. Good set back to Decker, and Decker does it all.
Yeah, I mean, again, and just that ball went too went by way too fast for the Mustangs to even be able to react to it.
Yeah. She had an amazing little bit of like a top spin on that. Good serve from Decker. Great pass from Johnson. McCormick's going to set that up to right back. Set her out. So Decker will take that one, and, you know, she kind of does it all. So she's able to set that one up again. Georgievich sends that one over. Johnson sends that one deep to Paris. Set to Georgievich, and she's able to find that deep court. She loves that deep court.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they have been playing phenomenal. I mean, I haven't found many errors with how they've been playing. I mean, don't want to say they've been serving well because I might jinx it, but they have been serving well, as I don't get the jinx this time.
Yeah, and we actually
Who else than Jordan Decker to get that point there for the Toros?
unable to allow Mason to get another jinx.
She gets ready to serve again.
Great float from Decker. Good pass from number 2 for Dobson. Good set to the outside. That's blocked by number 17, Holly Wolick. She's been a powerhouse up there for the Toros.
Her and Freeman, I mean, that's just such a tall duo. I mean, they've been playing phenomenal up front there for the Toros.
Pretty tall offense for the Toros, but it's also a vertical thing. You normally see taller middles, but Holly Wolick is just able to use her vertical
Exactly, yeah.
to get up on that ball. Does an amazing job.
And the Toros are going to have a 10-point lead here in this third set. They lead 2-0, so they just need 2 more points in order to close this one out here at their home stadium. Oh.
Try on the dump from Freeman, unable to really execute that well, but it still ended up working out in their favor as the Toros are now on set point.
Yeah, it's going to be match point here.
Yeah, match point, set point.
They're going to
all the above.
see what they do here. They lead 11 here.
They got Georgievich on that back line too. Oh, and Dobson's able to come back with that, and now it's a 10-point lead for the Toros.
Yeah, the Mustang said, "Don't count me out quite yet."
Good energy there on Dobson's side too.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like you couldn't tell they were down 10 right now. They've been have a lot of fight in them.
Great up from Georgievich. Bump set to the outside, and Paris is going to send that one over easy. Good set to the outside to Johnson. Good pick up there from the libero. Freeman's going to set that one out to Paris, and Paris is going to have a little bit of a softer swing on that one. Good pick up from Georgievich. Freeman's going to set that one out to Paris again.
That's a great point.
Yeah, good fight here. Oh, good up, but a little bit of a splash there, but the Mustangs are able to pick that one up again.
Seems like the Toros are just maybe a little too anxious here to get this win.
Yeah.
I think they got to settle down here. They'll only need 1 point, so.
Great pass from Taylor McClung. Set to the outside to Johnson. Off the block, and Dobson's going to go on a little bit of a run here.
Yeah, they're going on a run indeed, but Coach Golden's family is trying to get the Toros hyped up. They want to see their daughter, their coach who's win this game for them, so they definitely are excited. Oh,
service ace for Dobson, and
putting on a great run.
We're seeing the side of the Toros that we haven't seen all night.
Yeah.
Allowing the Mustangs to go on a run, but
still down 7 points, so the Dobson have a little bit to make up.
Great pass from Georgievich, set outside to Paris, and Paris is going to come in and close this one out with an amazing kill. She's done an amazing job tonight, just going out and hammer time.
Yeah, I mean, the Toros talked to Coach Golden before, definitely told us that they have to kind of bring this momentum they had from break, and from what I've seen, this game doesn't look like they're going to slow down. I think they've completely turned their season around. Kind of a 500 team to begin the season, but now they have, in their last 9 games, they're 8-1. So, and a great bounce back win after losing the last one. So great job by the Toros to come out here and just be dominant, honestly.
Yeah, keep their first place in the 6A East Valley region, adding to their, like you said, their record now 6-0 on the season. So keep it even. And that will be game for Mountain View Toros versus the Dobson Mustangs. I'm Olivia Prickett, joined with Mason Byers. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show. And yeah, have a good rest of your night.
Oh yeah.